Humans of the cardboard, welcome back to Just Nuts, guys. Today we're taking a look at the final Enneacraft card for the new deck build pack in the OCG. We have everything else revealed for this archetype. This is the last card. It's a normal spell card. If you don't remember, Enneacraft is this crazy new archetype that is a combination of two very eccentric, uh, types of cards, being flip and pendulum. Those individually feel like weird monster types, but then they take them and they combine them, so it's even crazier this time around. Let's see how this final card goes, because I would definitely say Enneacraft is in third place of the three new archetypes out the gate, like for sure. There's still potential here though, and maybe this card. I mean, listen, the final Hecka Hands card was pretty good. Let's see how Enneacraft kind of shapes up here. So anyway, this is Enneacraft Rebirth, a normal spell card. You can only activate one card with its name per turn. First effect reads: shuffle any number of Enneacraft monster cards from your hand and/or face-up field into the deck, then draw cards equal to the number of cards shuffled. That's really interesting. I think what we've seen is there's been a couple of effects because this is a pendulum deck that doesn't really seem to care that much about pendulum summoning or like once you put your monsters in scale and they search you a monster in the archetype, after that they really don't do too much, like offer too much value in the scale. So seems to be an effect for that because it says any craft monster cards. I think that works here. That comes down to ruling. I know pendulums are always one of the most gummy ruling portions of the game. Does an any craft monster in scale count as a monster card, or at that point is it just strictly a spell? If this card is only shuffling back any craft monsters face up on field that aren't in the scale, this card is like probably ass, like complete ass then. But if it is able to shuffle from scale, which again is like a portion of the deck where once the monsters do what they do in scale, they're kind of just sitting there and you need to make use of them. So this gets you free draws potentially. But I don't know. I honestly don't know yet. All right, cool. And then second effect, if your opponent normal or special summons a monster while this card is in your graveyard, you can banish this card to activate one of these effects. You can special summon an Enneacraft monster from your hand in face down defense position, or you can change one set Enneacraft monster to face up defense position. So you're basically getting a flip up, or you are getting a set from hand. Both are really mid, right? Pulling from hand is fine, situationally, but you're pulling from hand. If you had something in hand, you could have just ended on that if you were going first, kind of thing. So I don't even think that's very good. And then changing a set one face up, like that just allows one of the gripes I did have for some of the monsters in the archetype is they trigger when they're set depending on what your opponent does action wise, and some of them had like more specific triggers. And so like if you have one that's a specific trigger but you want it to trigger when your opponent's summoning something, this does give you the opportunity to get like a more advantageous timing for when you want to flip one of your Enneacraft monsters up to hit them with an interaction. So this card's honestly like a bummer. Like honestly, I thought Hecka Hands had a better start than Enneacraft did with its like initial reveal, and the follow-up card was like an amazing search card. Enneacraft follows up with like kind of a mid-draw card, like I don't know, man. Like maybe I'm calling it mid because I'm not entirely sure on this ruling. Like maybe the ruling is just straight up like you can draw by shuffling back any crafts in scale. If it does that, the card is significantly better. If it doesn't, it's pretty cheeks. Like not pretty cheeks, but it's like I don't know, man. It's modern day Yu-Gi-Oh! And if you're playing like a pretty pure Enneacraft deck, like you're just drawing more Enneacraft cards, like is there some redundancy there? Like what are we doing here? So I don't know. This card doesn't overly impress me based on how the rest of the archetype shapes up. Maybe someone will explain to me some rulings that, it's a new archetype, but that's one of the crazy things when you have a new archetype, especially a new archetype that is very different from past ones, which I think this one kind of falls into. It's hard to put all the pieces together and see it as a holistic deck as opposed to trying to read the cards individually. But so maybe there's something that's getting lost in the middle here that maybe makes this card better than I'm kind of poo-pooing it on. But feel free to let me know in the comment section down below where you land on this card. That basically means for the rest of this set, all we're waiting on is the final Killer Tune monster. I think I said we're expecting it to be one more main deck monster, probably a level 3, a second level 3 main deck monster. For that, I'll keep you tuned in on that. That set drops in like not too long, so in the next week or so, we'll probably get that final card revealed, which is cool because I think that's probably my favorite archetype of the 3. From this deck build pack, but I'll keep you posted on that, and hopefully they finish strong with a good card there. But other than that, I'm out of here, man. Thanks for watching so much. I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay tuned for more things Yu-Gi-Oh! News going forward. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.